They're usually pretty active, so I doubt it will.
You know how your brain tells like your hand to move? Like, why can't my brain tell my hair to stay? This is my good side. My good side, like you. Good morning! So Anastasia Beverly Hills came out with a brand new eyeshadow palette, and so of course I had to pick it up and do a tutorial on it ASAP. And I knew it was going up for sale on Monday, and so I called ahead of time to my Nordstrom like early in the morning before they opened, and I was like, can you put one on hold for me? And they thought I was crazy, but they did. And then I got there and she was like, I'm glad you put this on hold because the rest of them are all gone. And I was like, I know, I told you. But anyway, I got a hold of one and this is what it looks like. So it is a collaboration with the amazingly beautiful and talented Maya Mia, and she's here on YouTube. I'll link her channel down below, and if you have not seen her videos, you really should. She is such a sweet girl and she is so good. And her eyes, I am telling you, they're like hypnotizational. Wow. But really, they're really cool. They're like bright blue with dark blue around the edges, I think. And so everything she does pops like crazy. All of her makeup looks so really cool on her eyes. This is what the palette looks like, and this color is what makes the palette really unique. Actually, a few of these colors have been present in Anastasia palettes before, and the fact that it has this blue and this gold here is really what sets it apart from the other ones. And the blue kind of reminds me, it's called Aqua, it kind of reminds me of her eye color just because it's like bam and beautiful and bright and blue. Maybe like a lot of them are repeats too. But it's $29, you get 10 shadows, you really can't beat that. So I think it's totally worth it. Plus, I was just telling my friend the other day, Anastasia has the market cornered in so many ways. She's so brilliant for stepping up the quality in her eyeshadows that come in the palettes. It used to be back in the day that when you get a palette of eyeshadow, the big value in it is that you have a lot of colors in one place and it's convenient and everything is kind of there in front of you. Now, with all the brands coming out with so many palettes, they're kind of starting to realize that they have to up their game in the quality and the formulation of their actual shadows. And so Anastasia, I feel like, has just done a really, really good job of that. One. Two, she has taken advantage of the fact that the online beauty community is like such a huge part of the beauty industry. It's more now like what the big artists on Instagram are doing or what the big artists on YouTube are doing, and they're very, very influential because basically they tell us what looks pretty and how to do it and what products to use in order to get that look. So I think that there are a couple brands that are really taking advantage of that. Gerard Cosmetics is one, for example, and Anastasia Beverly Hills is another one, and I think it's just brilliantly smart of them to do. Anyway, if you want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. By now, you guys know the drill. You know exactly what I'm doing right now. I'm just priming my eyelids with my Painterly Paint Pot by MAC, and just using that to cover like some of the visible veins that I have and just make a nice even surface to work with. I'm going to start with the shade called Caramel, and I'm just working that through the crease and just kind of distributing it nice and evenly and making sure it's really blended. This shade is going to be really important to kind of get your look off on the right start, because if it's really, really blended, pretty much whatever you do after that is going to look good. And the opposite is true also. If you don't blend it very well, whatever you do next is going to look not good. So anyway, the next color I'm going to use is Sienna. And this is one that was in at least one other of Anastasia's palettes, and I love it. It's essential, I feel like. We're going to go in with Glisten and put that all over the lid. It's a nice shimmery color. It's kind of champagne-y, but it's not too out there. It's just really subtle and, you know, shimmery and nice, and I really, really like it. Then I'm going to line my lower lash line with this MAC pencil, and it's called Hi Def Cyan, I think is how you pronounce it, and this one's meant for the lips or the eyes, and it's really amazing and super, super creamy. It's just going to make that nice aqua color pop, and it's going to change the color a little bit, but it's going to make it really, really intense. So now I'm going to take my shader brush and go over that liner with the Aqua shade from the palette, and just make sure that you cover all of the liner area with that shadow. After that, I'm taking Feline Eye Kohl by MAC, and I'm going to just line my top lash line with it. And I almost never do a pencil liner on my top lash line unless I'm going to smudge it out these days anyway. And so that's exactly what I'm going to do with this one. With that same shader brush that I was using before, I'm just going to smudge it out and make it a little softer and a little more, I guess a little less defined. Just diffuse it a little bit. I think I like that look better. And then I'm taking that Feline color and putting it on my lower lash line, or actually, sorry, my lower waterline. And for mascara, I'm using this one by Buxom. I'll put it down below the exact name if it has like an exact name. I'm not super impressed with this one. It's actually like a sample size. I think I got it in like a Sephora, you know, point reward thing or something, but I'm not super impressed with it for some reason. And that is it for the eyes, and magically I have lashes on. Woohoo! And so moving on to lips, we are going to use this lip liner called Soar by MAC, and I've really been loving this lip liner lately. Kind of reminds me of like that Kylie Jenner lip, but translated for like my skin tone and stuff like that. So in this look is kind of my version of the Kylie Jenner lip that I use. And so I'm just going to line my lips with that one, and excuse my lips being super dry, ugh. And then this is Please Me by MAC. And I really just like the combination of this lip pencil and the lipstick. I think it just looks really, really pretty together. And yeah, with that, we are totally done with this look. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and that you will subscribe if you want to see more videos. And I will see you very, very soon. Bye!